What's this? Wait, what?
Oh no, these wankers.
Oh. Shit.
It's okay. It's okay. They'll miss. It's fine. It's fine. They'll miss. It's fine.
Fuck!
Now that their commander's dead, are they not,
Yeah, aren't they panicking a bit, you know?
Are you joking?
morale?
Stone's endurance. Stone's endurance. Stone's endurance.
No, just because.
I didn't realize we were on the archers
Yeah.
that are trying to shoot me. That's great. That's fine. I don't care. I'm fresh, baby.
Fuck!
Miss!
I'm fresh, baby.
Dude, Lavellis is riding high. Like the Matrix over there.
Lavellis, are you aware of how many times the Blood Skull archers have tried to hit you?
It's stupid that I haven't taken any damage in this encounter.
They're plus 10 to hit. Like those first two archers ignored Madame Crisco to try to shoot at you.
What
for
is
one
happening?
round. And they both missed. And now didn't you guys fight? Yeah. And then the fight at the defile, at the defile, they tried to fucking shoot you and they missed.
Holy crap. I'm just really thankful that I'm not in the Shadowfell right now. My own personal Thanksgiving.
You're bloodied, Zoga. And he's gonna go actually.
Good sound effect, good sound effect.
And this guy.
Fucking hell, this is nuts.
He, unfortunately, because his commander's dead, he's not smart enough to do stuff that might help you guys out. So he's just gonna poke you. Go.
Oh my god.
Stupid
Poke you.
spears.
Poke you. I poke you. Fucking jeez.
Missed!
You guys can see the hit or miss, can't you?
Yeah.
That's bad. That means if I need to. That's bad. That means if I need to fudge a roll, you'll know. Because
Well,
it'll say hit, and I'll be like, oh no, he missed. You'll be like, wait,
No,
what?
no, I'm not even going to say anything. Yes, we can see it. And no, you shouldn't fudge.
Well, I haven't yet. So,
Fudging.
but it's now this guy's turn. He's gonna long spear you. That you're not gonna be able to stop.
Stone's endurance, stone's endurance.
No, that's gone.
Co drops. Orin.
Let's see. There's 2, which is right here. Healthy.
What was that? What did you say, Mr. O'Driscoll?
Anna just said, I think we should take out this guy. I'll just take them all out.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I guess so.
Sorry, I mean...
Let me see. If I can get up to here, then I can... No, I don't want to be in there alone with those guys. Okay, yeah, I'm just going to shift forward, I think. And... target this guy. Okay. Against this guy, I'm going to go ahead and use Steel Serpent Strike. The way it works is I will attack. If I hit, I get to do 2 weapon damage plus my strength modifier damage, and the target is slowed and cannot shift until the end of my next turn. So, I've got him targeted. Let me see if I can hit him.
Miss.
Fuck.
Happens to everybody.
That sucks.
I missed Lavellis a bunch of times.
Yeah, but that's not my fault. Okay.
These archers have it out for me, man.
Man. Do we ever get like 2 attacks in a single?
That's a good question. You guys are only 3rd level, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know, actually. It's been so long since I played 4th edition.
Worst.
I don't think you do get multiple attacks. You just get better powers. You get powers that might give you more. Like one of the things that happens, I think you might be there almost, is you max out on the number of powers you have, and as you level up, you start trading out, and you get better, cooler powers and to replace old ones.
Okay, got it.
I think that's what happens.
Yeah. Okie dokie. Well, I guess that's gonna be my turn.
Have you used your action point?
I have used my action point.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I used it. Yeah, I used it whenever I shoved that guy up.
Oh yeah, I remember.
Is this guy? Do you have this guy marked?
I do.
This is
right.
the craziest fucking battle I have run since the Black Iron Pact.
Here's what I'm gonna do.
That was a crazy battle.
That was crazy.
I'm gonna move up here, but I'm not gonna shift.
Ooh.
So that means he gets an attack of op on you?
What?
Zoga.
Why?
Zoga.
Because I can interrupt.
Okay.
She gets an interrupt.
Oh.
Okay.
That's how you swing the action economy, man.
Let me see. Hang on a second. Let me make sure.
Whenever an enemy marked
when
by
you
you is
step-
adjacent.
Yeah, when you step forward, he uses his threatening reach to make an attack of opportunity on you. So if that triggers something that Orin can do, then do it.
Yep, it does. So I still haven't targeted.
That is so smart. That is so smart,
I think
Tom.
this guy's free. I think this guy's fresh, though. Yeah, he
He
doesn't take any
is.
damage.
I wasn't able to get him last time, which.
Still, that's one extra attack.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
Yes.
Will it automatically know that I've critted?
Yep, it'll do all the math.
Yay.
You'll see one of the dice will be green and be the max number, because that's all critical. A critical is just max damage.
Yeah, it's great.
In Caladan, we ruled with air power and sea power. Here, we will rule with woad power.
Critical.
Woad power.
All right, well,
There you go,
you
max
critted him, which doesn't kill him, and the only way to stop him from doing his thing is to kill him.
Oh well.
So you've bloodied him. Do you have any kind of? Do either of you do anything cool like Sir Vanazor does when you bloody somebody?
I'm looking real quick. They stopped moving if a move provoked the attack. It did not. If it still has actions remaining, it can resume moving. Okay, so no, that doesn't count. The only thing happens now is they're still marked, so they take a -2 penalty to attack rolls. Should automatically apply.
Yeah, it should. So he's gonna try and long spear Zoga.
Also, hang on, I have +2 to AC against opportunity attacks.
What's your current AC?
18 plus 2 would be
18.
20, so that would miss. That would miss. And then he uses his tactical withdrawal and goes 1.
Is that a reaction or something?
It's a triggered action. Trigger: an enemy enters a square adjacent to the hobgoblin, which Zoga just did. Effect: immediate reaction. The hobgoblin shifts up to 3 squares.
Can't he not shift because... Oh, no, because you didn't hit.
These guys are incredibly well trained. Like, people think that the Ghoul and the Orcs are these incredibly nasty, savage, awful things, but they're not. They're not really any different than, humans or elves. But the hobgoblins are special. They're bad news.
Okay, well, I still have movement, so... Because I didn't shift.
He can't make another... He's
Right.
made his one opportunity attack, so...
So, bleep bloop.
Oh, that's
Get him.
right.
Get him.
That's so cool.
I mean,
I mean,
And, you're getting this one, buddy.
Warlord's favor. Come on, Schmuck.
918, it's gonna hit.
Blam.
Nice.
Come on.
11 damage. Insufficient.
Damage. Okay.
My friend,
And I think I do I drag this onto the guy? It says target attack 1 plus int power attack 1. This is the thing that it gives my allies one ally within 5 squares of me. That would be Orin. Gains bonuses against this guy.
what power is that?
Warlord's favor. I've got the little man meeple guy.
Yeah, I just want to read it.
Okay.
One ally within 5 squares get a +2 power attack against rolls against the target. Yeah, I don't think Fantasy Grounds can't parse one ally within 5, but you should just be able to. Let me look at the power. Let me open it up. Target. Yeah, that should work. Just drag it onto him.
Drag it onto the guy.
Yep. And
Cool.
it'll work on anybody, but we just have to remember it's only going to work on Orin. And that's your turn, correct?
That is my turn.
Okay. Ko, make a death saving throw.
Oh yeah. Saving throw. Don't tell me. On the main page. I'm on the main page.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's just a regular save. There's no special button for death save.
Can I find this? Oh, here we go.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
Oh,
Are you both rolling ones on your
Yeah.
So just go ahead. There's no.
This is some GM fuckery somehow.
So go ahead, Ko. You get to do
Critical
this.
hit.
Click a failed death save.
I hate
Where is that?
everything about that.
It's right next to saving
right
throw.
next to us. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Just a little round.
Yep. There you go. Fail 2 more times and you're dead forever.
Okay.
And then you're done.
I'm done.
Levelis, there's 2 archers with black arrows who would really like to send you to Equinox.
Sure, I'm so mad that I don't have an action point right now. I'm going to click next turn because the only one who's doing anything is Crisco. Okay, Crisco, let's go, Crisco.
Let's go, Crisco. Let's go.
And 2. Excuse me.
It's
Sorry,
funny
I'm
that
getting a little bit of lag.
You know, it's not
Just
lag.
getting
it's
a
that
little bit of lag.
You can't
There we
walk
go.
through the. Yeah, you can't walk through that wall.
3, 4. No, it just wasn't letting me not walk through the wall. It wasn't letting me go in any direction. Why am I even counting? I've got like 1 million squares of movement because I'm using both my actions just to get Madame Crisco here. All right, that's my turn.
Oh,
I'm mad about it.
You can't see. Yeah, let me. Mr. O'Driscoll, it's time for Sir Vanazor to make his second death save.
oh, I'll charge. Oh, I see. Yeah.
No, you won't.
What do you have to roll to stabilize? 15 plus?
20.
Success.
So that's a
I'm good.
success.
Yep. So that's yep.
Yeah, end of my turn. Yep. There you go.
I just know that these bastards are gonna stab you both while you're down.
If he rolls it. All right. So now something interesting happens. It's interesting because only a couple people are going to be able to see this, and their characters. No one can see this technically except 2 players.
What does that say?
Wait, what the fuck?
What does that say?
I don't know what you're reading. So
Blood.
Where?
Blood drink.
Where's he at?
you can't see him. You
I
can't
see
him. Yeah,
Right there.
but you're dead. Shut up.
Okay.
What?
Okay, this dude barks an order in Goblin that you cannot understand. And this dude stands over here. And this dude stands over here.
It's almost like storming a tower full of evil hobgoblins was maybe an undercooked idea.
Yeah, I think that it's one of those things,
Hey.
right?
It was a great idea.
I think we're doing very well right now, actually.
Let me check my
plan.
powers real quick. Yeah,
great.
hindsight, not in here.
I mean, it's you know, like it was a good plan. It just didn't like the you know. There's always
The part where
unexpected.
we got a bunch of them to leave the tower didn't work, which is unfortunate.
I also think that Zoga, there was no way. You guys were relying on Zoga's tactical knowledge, which is pretty extensive, but there was no way for him to know how many goblins were in here. That's the at the end of the day. That's the problem is failure of intelligence. Like there was no way for then. When I say failure, I mean there may not have been a way for you guys to find out.
Wow, you
how
just
many
called
blood guys were in
Zoga
there.
stupid.
You know,
Wow.
you know what I mean.
That's
You know what I
rude.
mean. You know what I mean.
Very rude.
Zoga's plan was a good one. Your plan was a good one, but I think it didn't account for the fact that there's a shitload of fucking goblins in here.
No, we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it, gang.
You guys all hear this, but only Zoga can understand it. Hey everybody, Matt Colville here. Let's pause the action because we're about to cut a big chunk of what happened out, and I wanted to explain to you what happened. At this point, Zoga and Blooddrinker Vryn are negotiating, and they're the only two people in the party who speak Giant. So everyone else is just sitting there wondering what's happening, and it's mostly just me and Tom typing at each other, which takes a long time, and then thinking about what the character would say, and then typing it out, and that takes forever. And at the end of the day, nothing happened because I think there was a big misunderstanding. Blooddrinker Vryn makes an offer to Zoga Borhar, to the Goal war leader, and says, if you leave your weapons and armor here, I will let you leave free. In other words, if you're no longer a threat to us, I'll let you go. And that way, from the Blooddrinker Vryn's point of view, he's already lost a lot of dudes. Right, and he doesn't want to lose any more because it's going to make him look bad to his boss. And if he can go back to his boss and say, look at all these cool weapons and armor and magic items I confiscated from these guys before we killed them, then he will not look so bad when his boss is like, what happened to all the soldiers I gave you? Well, this offer does not suit Zoga very well. But Tom hits upon the idea that, it's a really cool idea, by the way. Kudos to Tom Schmuck. He's like, if you will grant us safe passage through your territory, I will come back and pledge service to you for 1 year. Now that is a brilliant role playing. It's totally in character. It's exactly what a war leader of the Goal would do. It's how they would think. Right, it's an exchange, and service, pledging service is just as valuable, if not more valuable, than a lot of other things. And plus, having a Goal war leader in your pocket, even an exiled one, it would be a huge, feather in his cap for Blooddrinker Vryn. The problem is, Blooddrinker Vryn is not the head of the Bloodskull Hobgoblins. Tom is making a negotiation with this dude because Tom thinks that this tower is like the Bloodskull stronghold. It is not. It's just a watchtower at kind of the outskirts of Bloodskull territory. And so when Tom realizes, I explained to him, this guy's not in charge of the blood. He can let you go past the tower. Sure, that's no problem. But you've still got the other 80% of Bloodskull territory to get through, and he can't help you with that. At that point, Tom was like, well, then this negotiation's a waste of time. Forget it. Right? So that's what we cut out. We cut out all of that, and I have summarized it for you. And there was some really cool role playing in there from Tom, a great offer, but it was a lot of silence as me and Tom thought and then typed to each other, and there was a misunderstanding. And so at the end of the day, the negotiation failed almost before it began. I now return you to your battle already in progress. Of course he fucking misses. His archers are fucking useless.
Oh,
no, that it was.
Are they attacking with swords?
Yes.
Okay, great.
Actually, I think it's. Oh, you can't see it. That's pretty good.
Okay.
It's too bad no one can understand it. Angel of Fire.
Yikes! That's a lot of damage.
Oh, we're fighting again.
Of a D8.
Yep.
Fighting's happening again.
The negotiations have failed.
Did I try to strike a better bargain?
That concludes negotiations.
Now we have to kick their ass. Their asses.
Okay, misses. He lives. All right. This dude targets Sir Vanazor.
This is bad.
And well, now we find out whether or not the rules are good because he should.
How many targets me?
We know what's about to happen.
He's executing you.
Oh.
Uh-huh.
How does this work in 4E? Like, do you take 2 failed death saves, or how does it work?
I don't know. That's a good question. Let's find out.
I think you have to either get to -half of their bloodied, or negative their bloodied health amount, whatever that would be. So if they have like 20 HP, you'd have to get to -10 for them. Or it's like, you can do a coup de grace.
Yeah. That's what they're going to do. Coup de grace, 288.
Wait.
Well, what the... Let's go back to these negotiations.
Sorry. Anna said something that I think is like, they're negotiating from a position of strength.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So whatever deal they're offering, it's not going to be awesome.
Right.
Uh-huh.
Don't
it's
worry, guys.
automatically
I
a
have a
crit.
plan.
Okay, cool.
If you deal damage greater than or equal to the target's bloodied value, the target dies. That's just death outright. So they can't automatically kill you, I don't think. But now we find out whether or not this thing knows to automatically crit. It doesn't appear to. Let's find out. No. So you... What's your bloody value, Vanazor? It's pretty high, actually.
It's like 22.
Bloody value 21.
21.
Yeah.
So that's not going to do enough to kill you. But even with 3 more damage, so you'd be at 61 wounds. And then this guy... Sorry. This guy's going to do the same thing to Co. And that says automatic miss, but it's actually an automatic crit.
He slipped in the blood.
I don't know. It says automatic miss.
Stabs his own face.
So rubbish, you couldn't even hit him from there.
And you actually take 16.
We're gonna come over there and laugh at him.
16.
Wait, what? He missed.
It's automatic critical.
Oh.
It's an automatic critical.
Oh, okay.
So you actually take. It's interesting. They're only like 1 or 2 points away from killing you out.
Might be dead.
You might be dead.
No, you did 16 damage to you, and your
thing is like
your bloody value is
16.
It should be 16 actually.
It is 60.
But his full health is 33 and
let's see
isn't
what it
bloodied
says.
half.
Greater than or equal to the target's
so it
bloody
should
value.
be,
Nope, sorry.
right.
Greater than or equal to Zoga Co dies.
Don't worry, Co.
You mean don't worry, Co?
Don't worry.
I have a plan.
Okay, well it better be a pretty good one.
Why is Co's icon still here? That's very strange. All right, well, that's cool. Co's icon hung around even though Co's dead. All right, Oren, it's your turn.
Okay. All right.
What's the plan?
Well, the first part of the plan is that we have to kill these guys.
Okay. Yep. All right. Good. Win the
And
fight.
then-
Good.
And then we can do the second part of the plan.
Okay. I can't wait to find out what it is.
Justice,
Just,
I feel bad. I apologize.
Fucking silence over there.
Well, you don't have to apologize. I died, right? I'm dead.
Yep.
That's
They did exactly enough damage to insta-kill you.
I wish I could fucking use that encounter power again. Let me think.
I get last words.
I mean, unfortunately, you were unconscious when you were killed.
Oh shit, I closed the door. Sorry, a second.
Very well.
We've just closing the door and quietly slipping away.
5 is a blah,
Be one
blah,
last
blah.
emote.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If I do a standard action there, can I do a...
Co.
I don't have enough movement.
That's a sad emote. Don't do that.
I guess I
Yes,
shouldn't.
this
I
guy's blood.
was going to tweet that, but that would be spoilers.
True.
And I can't get far enough away to get out of his range. So I think what I'm gonna do is, how are these guys up here looking, the archers? Oh, they're fucking healthy, of course. So attack opportunity is just against my AC, right? There's
Yeah.
no advantage that they get.
No, there's no advantage. It's just against AC.
Okay.
But he will definitely. Well, he's going to do his thing, which is threatening reach. He can make an opportunity attack against it with his weapon within 2. He's got you targeted. He crits you.
Fucking fuck!
16 damage, and then he uses tactical withdrawal. 1, 2, 3.
Because he leaves Zoga's. Or wait, what's tactical withdrawal?
Tactical withdrawal.
It's a
He
shift.
can shift up to 3 squares, so neither of you get any up unless you have some. Neither of you get opportunity attacks. So that's the same thing that happens to Vanazor, and Vanazor had enough movement. He just said, "Well, fuck it, I'm just gonna run right up to the guy and smack him."
I think probably the best course of action for me to take at this moment is to use a healing surge. Or to use my second wind, I mean.
Okay.
And then I guess I should target this guy. I don't know if that's going to mess with anything. Out of curiosity, is there, like, with the exception of the second wind, is there anything else in combat you can do to heal yourself? Not using, like, a healing potion or anything like that?
I mean, if you have no. If you have a cleric or a paladin, yes.
We do have a paladin. Wait. No, we don't.
No, we have
I think I keep confusing. I confuse Sir Vanazor with the paladin. It's the barbarian. I think that's the end of my turn.
Okay, Zoga, shoot.
Run up and murk this guy. Boop, boop, boop.
That's right, because he doesn't have the...
Oh my god. Whew.
Yay! Yay!
Oh, yeah.
Fuck yes.
Nice one, Zogs.
Absorbed. Hey, it worked.
Yeah, as the acid
it
blood
worked
splashes over me and has no effect at all, I give the blood drinker Vryn the elven salute.
Okay, so that guy dies. It worked, but not because I did it right. It worked in spite of the fact that I did it wrong. Because their damage type is fire. I thought it was acid, so it's ignoring the. Anyway, it doesn't matter.
Let's see. I moved and I did a thing, so.
Levelis, it's you.
Okay. Okay. All right. So Levelis is in just the right position to see Vanazor get stabbed while he's down.
Yeah, he seems to still be alive.
Yeah, she can see that he's still
But
alive,
it's
which is
obvious
the
that-
only reason right now I think that she's not going to cut and run. I have exactly one idea. Okay. So, I'm going to use Melior's summons. And I can target 1 or 2 allies within 10, but I can't see Ko. So I imagine I can't target Ko.
No, do you want to move first?
I mean,
What is it going to do? Co's. You
I
can't,
guess.
You can't, well, I mean,
I can move first.
What would Levelis do? Obviously, however,
Yeah,
does Levelis know Ko is dead?
I don't think she does. I don't.
So
She
Vanazor
hasn't
is
been
still
able to
alive.
see that section of the thing at all. But I mean, it would make sense for me to move. In my head, it's not like I'm going to do this and then I'm going to move. It's like all happening at once, right? And I am gonna move, so I guess it's not like out of character to. Oh, she can see him. Cool. I'm gonna target both of them, and I'm gonna pull them 3 squares towards me.
Okay.
But I mean, I let me count 1, 2, 3. So I would have moved to here. Sorry. Okay.
Okay. Well, I can move them.
Thank you. Oh, I didn't tick off that power earlier. And I'm gonna whatever the fantasy equivalent of CPR is, I'm gonna because if you make a heal check, you can try to stabilize a dying ally, right? I'm gonna
I think
try to
that's-
make a heal check on.
Is Melior's action? It's a minor action, right?
I think it is.
That's what it says.
Because-
what's Gwynnegad's verdict?
I just ticked that off. I forgot to tick it off last time. That's the lightning bolt that I just hit the bad guys with.
Then you still have a standard action left. So yeah, you can make a heal check if you want to. But it's obvious that it would be wasted on Ko. Ko's dead.
So I have a quick.
Yeah,
I do have a
I'm
quick
using
question.
it on Vanazor.
So I was looking at heal, like first aid stuff as well, since I'm trained in it. So I was doing a whole bunch of research online because there's a lot of discussion about the use second wind portion of first aid, which allows them to use an adjacent character to use their second wind without the character having to spend an action. Obviously, if they're unconscious, they can't take actions, but if they're not having to use an action for a second wind, can you still use that as a first aid thing on like an unconscious target?
No, because second wind is you taking a few seconds to kind of compose yourself. Like the analogy that somebody used that I thought was good was like Rambo is badly wounded and he takes his cigar, which is lit and burning, and he cauterizes one of his own wounds. It's like, and then he's psyched up again and he can go fight. So obviously that is not something you can do when you're unconscious.
Right.
If there was, I think paladins and clerics have the ability to use magic what they can do is they have abilities that let them you spend one of your healing surges instead of them spending one of theirs, or vice versa, but that's not actually a second win. That's just spending a healing surge.
Yeah, okay.
In this moment, I mean, my focus is entirely on Vanazor. My apologies to Ko. I'm like summoning in my spirit the strength of, you know, Kinthelen, who is this figure of martyrdom that I associate with what I saw Vanazor just do. And I'm summoning the memory of, you know, Gwynagad, who is the embodiment of justice, because I feel like this is unjust for Vanazor to die right now. And I'm summoning, you know, Nuala, who is this figure who just constantly escapes death. And I'm gonna make a heal check in the tower.
Oh.
You don't have to do it in the tower. You can do it in front of God and everybody. It's either going to work or it's not.
I'm scared to do it in the tower.
Well, I'm not. There's no point in rolling in the tower. I'm not going to fudge it. It either works or it doesn't.
I want to see it. I want to see the roll.
All right.
Come on.
Come on.
What's the
Classic.
DC?
I always roll a 7.
Is it 15?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Stabilize the dying, make a DC 15 heal check to
Yep.
stabilize an adjacent dying
If you had
character.
rolled in the tower, it would have worked.
Wow.
Well, you did your best. The Angel of Fire is done. Does it? Because you already used your actions, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so Vanazor, go ahead and make
Okay.
a death saving throw.
Yeah.
Fuck yes! Healing surge!
Nice.
Healing surge!
Yeah, do I get anything for that?
Yes!
Matt O'Driscoll,
The spirits were like, we're gonna go straight to the source.
Matt O'Driscoll, you're alive. You're not just awake. You're not just not dying. You get to spend a healing surge and you have hit points.
Ooh, one healing surge. This is good. How do I do that again? I've
You
gone
go
blank.
to the main, you go to your character sheet on the main page.
Oh yeah, and hit the.
And there should just be a little arrow, a little tiny little golden arrow that you click.
Oh,
which
yeah, apply.
Yep, there you go.
Okay, I
So
applied it.
now,
I'm still pretty beat up, but I'm up.
so you, yeah, wait, hang on a minute. Yeah, it worked. You have 33 wounds out of 43 hit points.
Yep.
You have 10 hit points. It worked.
So,
worked.
and then do I go back to having unclick my failed death save, right? Because I'm
No. You,
Oh.
no. If you go down again, you are going to start. I don't think that clears until you rest.
gotcha.
Please
Okay.
don't go down again.
I mean, look, guys, like, all right, well,
So ridiculous. So I'm back. So is that the end of my turn, or do I pop up and am I allowed to do something?
that happens at the end of your turn. I mean, it's not very dramatic. It's not very dramatic though. So I'm going to go ahead and let you take the rest of your. Actually, I might even say you can take your turn. I don't know, but I'm not going to worry about it. So yeah, go ahead and take your turn.
Fuck.
You're prone.
What do you, oh,
We have-
really?
Got to
Yeah,
go.
of course you are.
We have got
Oh, so
to
I'm on the floor. So I got to get up, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Shit. Oh, but wait, those buggers have got that stabby thing, haven't they? If I go into the middle of them, so that would be an error. Although Zoga's gonna come down here and probably do some damage to this guy. Although this blood drinker's got to get it. Yeah, fuck that guy.
We can't win this fight. We can't win this fight. 4 of them are healthy. You'll have like
I mean,
3 hit points
hang
between
on.
you.
Like, I didn't expect it to go this far, so I didn't really stand by.
Standing.
I mean, I've got the archers locked down, sort of, I guess.
If you have 7 movement, you can get to the blood drinker guy.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna charge him.
without.
But
going
make sure you
through
go
their
around
threatened squares.
the spear guys.
There you go.
You're gonna have to go more around than that, bro.
Really?
They have 2 squares of reach.
I mean, you've got plenty
these
of movement
guys
though.
are-
Yeah, you have plenty of
1, 2,
movement.
3, 4,
You can-
5.
yeah, you can make
Yeah, you
it.
got heaps. Everyone in my chat is screaming, "That's a Dragon Knight! Incorruptible!"
Wait, what? Oh my god, Colville.
I mean, bro, this
I
isn't
know.
even half the fucking hobgoblins in here, dude. There's like literally another 15 of these guys in this tower. And they all know you're down here, and they're all getting ready to come fucking rush through the doors and try to kill you. So,
Don't worry, guys. I closed the door. Just kidding.
So I mean, you would have been able to see that guy. It didn't occur to me that the battle was going to go this long at this point, so I didn't bother populating out. And there's actually more goblins behind that guy, more of the spear soldiers.
So I have a question. Would Vanazor have charged down there if he knew that guy was there?
You can't ask. That's a Vanazor question.
No, I am asking Vanazor.
Wait, what does he look like? Like
He basically looks like
skull flail of Yonrog. Christ. So let me think.
he has a flail of dread.
I'm just gonna pop back up here a second.
Let's just think this through for a minute.
Jesus, what do we do?
Hail of Yonrog.
Like, do we get out of here? I don't know. Like,
I mean,
this
it's
is
not
nuts.
going to be easy. You got to. I mean,
I can't even get out. God knows what's outside now I lit that stupid fire.
It's only been like, what, 30, 40, I guess maybe like 5 minutes since you lit the fire, right?
My heart is beating so fast.
When we play werewolf, I don't let people who die talk afterwards.
no, of course not. You can't let him. You can't let people. That's against the rules.
So I'm not. Yeah, this is on y'all.
I actually
We
thought
gotta go. We gotta go. We gotta go.
I think you might be right.
Well, we can't leave Ko's body here, regardless.
No.
Not to become one of those scarecrows.
Right.
You just turn him into gravel.
But how do we can get out?
I've cleared an exit up and around to the right. We just need to get the bridge in place.
But I actually have a really hard time turning me into one of those scarecrows because I'm just kind of
'Cause
like
you
a
made of
Russian
rock,
egg
yeah.
ball. Just unwrap that one, and there's a smaller co underneath that one.
And the smaller one's
There's
just
just
full
a,
of milk.
a dead rat in the center, like
Oh my
sideways.
god! Oh my god!
Someone said scarecrow.
I got a strength of 20, so I assume it would have any trouble
Nah,
lifting.
that's
Ko.
human maximum. I think is like 18. That means you're stronger than any living human has ever been. You're supernaturally strong.
Oh fuck! I was gonna say something.
Are we out of here? Wöderhead? Are we retreating?
I think, yeah. Lavellis
think
is pretty adamant from the minute you wake up that we gotta go.
I think a tactical retreat. Maybe.
This is too much for us, right? Like this like loony that's just came in, the fucking blood skull flail of young.
This isn't even our game. Like, this was one approach. This was one approach. The game, the goal is get the humans out, not kill all the blood skull goblins.
Right. I mean, the idea was that this tower would be a little easier to take, and this would be a good, safe place for the humans to be. But Jesus, nah, this ain't working out, is it? I can't take another. I'm literally like a couple of hits and I'm down again, right?
Yeah.
I
was gonna say, if you had a
keep
second-
rolling 20s.
If you had a second win left, I was gonna suggest that
I
maybe,
think I do.
because that will at least let you use another healing surge. It'll give you +2 to your defenses as well. So if they do something
Oh, that's a good idea, Anna. Yeah.
in the meantime, at least you might have a better chance of surviving. We could try and get the fuck out
An
of
action
town.
or what? What is that?
Second wind is encounter standard.
Standard.
Standard action.
Standard action. So it'd be my action, then I could do my movement. Assuming you'd allow me to pick up Ko as part of my movement.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Then I'm gonna take my second wind.
Getting poorly into this.
Oh no. Okay, how do I do a second wind? I've not used this before. Do I just click the health, the little red cross,
Yeah,
and that
should
applies
do,
it?
Yep. Should do it automatically.
Did it?
And there also
Yeah.
should
The
be a
other one,
little,
it gives you the
there
defense.
should be like a little effect, little
Yeah.
meeple. Drag that. You should be able to click that. It should just work. It'll give you a bonus to your defense.
Okay, I think it did give me my points, yeah, and then I press that. Yeah, there we go.
Yep,
Yeah,
there.
that worked. So I'll tick that off. And then I will lift Co up. And I guess, oops,
Yeah.
make my way kind of out towards, oh wait, how many squares did I just go? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then,
You only have 3 more squares of movement. It costs half your movement to stand up,
okay.
I think.
I'm gonna get murdered by these guys.
That might be the 5th edition rule. I don't remember.
There you go. I guess that's it.
No, you're right. It does take.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Ugh, I can't believe I'm back up.
That 20 was clutch.
It's no. All right, so I've got Co on my back, or however else I can him. I've made a bolt for the door, and I'm assuming everyone else has got the idea of what Vanazor thinks we should be doing. Turn over.
Yeah, I think as soon as Orin sees Vanazor with like a dead Co bolting for the escape hatch, like she gets the picture. She's like, oh, it's like that, is it? All right.
Yep, you get +1 on your attack roll when you charge. He charges Zoga.
Yeah.
Yes.
Miss.
Fuck.
That's right.
Thank God.
This is a roller coaster that I'm not sure I want to be on.
Is this blood drinker Vryn guy? What weapon is he using?
He's using a spear. He also, before he charges, he orders his guys and they move. And then he's done.
We move.
I believe this guy's got the Angel of Fire targeted.
Oh no.
He's going to miss.
Yes. Miss. Ah.
Angel of Fire's gone.
Vanishes.
But I mean, it soaked
So
up.
we don't have cover from
It
those
soaked
archers
up
anymore.
like 2 rounds, at least 2
Yeah.
rounds of archer fire.
Did a great job.
That's funny. This guy had Sir Vanazor attacked. 1, 2. I'm in a half square. Fuck off. Critical miss. This guy, the good news is this guy can do what long spears are made for. He can attack from the 2nd rank. God damn. Zoga's got a crazy
That's wild.
Nice, Zoga. I'd love to know what he's saying.
All right, it's Orin.
Yep.
Haunting them relentlessly.
Good.
Velis is still at full health, so I'm gonna assume that you can probably.
Yeah, if I'm worried about anyone, it's
here.
Zoga because
Same.
he could go down from opportunity attacks.
Yeah, because there's 3 of them there. Okay, I feel like you can't opportunity. Like I feel like you can't attack even with reach like through. Oh no, because it's an ally for them.
Yeah, of course you can. That's the whole point of it.
Hard to hit with opportunity attacks too.
Are you?
Yeah.
Oh, you get a +2, right?
Yep.
I think that this is a thing, which is that like you can nix the ability for others to get opportunity attacks on you if you're being pulled, pushed, or
Yeah,
There's
forced
that
forced
slid,
movement
slided.
does not provoke.
I was trying to figure out if I could go down and then grab you and then like pull you away basically.
Well then, I mean, I think in that case you'd be taking opportunity attacks. at least. Don't worry about me. I think I can get out of here.
Okay, we may as well see, I guess.
Well, I mean, it's up to you, but like you're facing Zoga, you can see that he's, he looks like he knows what he's doing, I guess. I mean, I did just see Vanazor take Ko's body and book it, so I think I get the idea.
I know in a few sessions ago I was able to do my phase step, and I grabbed somebody and pulled them with me, the Dusk elf or whatever. Is that still applicable here? If I were to grab Zoga, could I teleport?
Sure.
I think I can do 2 move actions where I move forward, grab Zoga, and then I can phase step away, which does not provoke opportunity attacks.
You're not talking about attacking, it's just a move and then a move, right?
It's like a move and then it'd be a move and a move in this case. So it's like,
well, you can interact with an object. If I understand what you're trying to do, you can interact with an object as part of your movement. So you don't need to attack Zoga because he's not trying to resist you. You just want to walk up to him and literally just put your hand on his armor and grab him. And that's no different than like drinking a potion. That is something you can do as part of your movement. So you could move up to him, put your hand on him, and actually probably like drag him if you have more movement left, and then use your phase step to get even farther away.
I'm going to do my movement here and grab Zoga. And then does that mean, because my movement's 6, right? So it's here. So 1, 2, grab Zoga. And then can I go 3, 4, 5, 6?
No, if dragging Zoga, it's going to have your movement. It's going to be 2 for 1. I didn't do that to Sir Vanazor. So, yeah, that's fine.
So, I mean, what's Orin's strength?
It's 20.
Yeah, it's plenty high.
And she's also like a grappler type of fighter.
So yeah, that's fine. You can do that.
Okie dokie. Okay, so I'm gonna come down here, I'm gonna grab Zoga, and then I'm gonna start pulling.
Okay.
Go
ahead and put yourself where you're gonna end up.
I think this was 6 right here, right?
That's fine, yeah. Don't worry about it.
And then I'm going to, because I'm not doing a standard, I'm going to use my phase step, which allows me to move 5.
Like you can actually move. This map is not accurate. You can actually move from here to here. That's an open doorway.
I see.
I don't think that would have mattered because it's too far away for you to use, but yeah.
Yeah.
It might have helped. Like Sir Vanazor probably would have been over here.
Didn't realize that, sorry. So you're right. Yeah, I would have been heading out. Yeah. You can leave me there.
Okay.
That makes more sense.
I don't know. I guess I could do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll just go here, and then I would grab Zoga pops through with me.
Okay, so you're going to face step from there.
Yep.
Okay, well, move yourself 5 squares.
Oh, no, this is my face step.
That's your face? Okay, fair enough.
Yep, that's why I was trying to figure it out.
All right. Zoga, it's your turn.
I think I better throw this plank out so we can escape.
It's going to take 2 people spending each a standard action to extend the... Well, you can make an athletics check and see if you can do it by yourself.
Yeah.
I'll give it a shot. It's over here.
It's not a gimme. It's a big, huge, heavy. It's like 30 feet long and 15 feet across. And it took 2 Bloodskull hobgoblins, each working together around to do it.
Well, I'm gonna give it a shot.
It's an athletics check.
Athletics.
Yep.
Broip.
Oh my word! You
Boom.
little beauty.
Holy shit!
With one hand.
Wow.
With your pinky.
That's amazing.
Zoga single-handed. This is, by the way, how I threw my back out when I was in high school, and I was in theater, and the
Storming a hobgoblin.
the theater. Yep. The theater director told me to go help the girls who were building pallets for the stage, and she meant my ex-girlfriend and her best friend. And I walked up and said, "Do you need help?" And her best friend looked at me and said, "Not from you." Because I had just broken up with her best friend a couple days before that, and so I went okay, and I just grabbed a pallet and fucking went rah, and lifted it by myself, and I was able to do that 4 or 5 times, and then the next morning I couldn't get out of bed.
Oh no.
So Zoga, you have that to look forward to tomorrow morning. All right, Zoga almost literally single-handedly extends the plank across and puts it back. And you can basically just toss it out there and it will fit into place. It'll settle into place.
The adrenaline.
That's your standard action. So you're free to take your move action if you want.
Yeah, I guess what I'll do is I'll just start, because I'm not that fast. I'm just gonna head down the track a little bit.
Yeah, bro.
I'm gonna get ready to dump this thing in the moat as soon as we're all across it.
Fuck yes.
Flail of Yonrog.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do you have 5 or 6 movement, dude? You have 5 movement. So yeah, he charges you. Actually, the flail of Yonrog is a girl hobgoblin.
Ooh.
I don't know that matters, but
Mrs.
it's good to
Mrs.
know.
Yonrog.
totally gonna. Oh my god! I only rolled a 5.
If it
But I'm
helps at all.
plus 10.
Wow.
I'm plus
If it
10.
helps at all, that's kind of worse for me.
So I guess
okay.
the flail of dread doesn't work. But maybe the
I
flail
just duck under it. I'm so small.
Say flail of tears.
of tyranny.
Oh, okay.
It's you, Levelis.
Okay. It would have been better for me if you'd hit me. I'm not gonna lie.
I don't think it would have been.
I think it would have been.
Well, okay. Well, I
for
like your optimism.
reasons.
You know your character better than I do.
For reasons, it would have been better. This is bad. This is bad. This is bad. But I'm singing the song of Briaris at these 3 down the bottom. And hopefully we'll hit them. That would be nice if I did. Okay, well, that's a 3 and a 2.
You hit
but
one and you missed the
is
other 2.
Fine, that's whatever. Who cares? So that guy takes that amount of damage, which isn't very much, but he's at least slowed.
Cool.
And then I'm going to run. So 1. No, you know what?
Hey.
You know what? 1. Yeah, but I'm gonna try to limit it. So 1.
Well, all right. He gets his attack of opportunity,
Yeah.
which is his flail of dread. He hits you. He does 8 points of damage to you. You're marked. And the Hand of Yonrog makes a secondary attack against the same target.
Okay, cool. But before that happens, my reaction when I get hit by that first attack,
Yeah.
my channel divinity, Elendris's Wrath, you take con radiant damage and you are pushed 2 squares.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's why I wish that you hit me the first time, because then there wouldn't have been a bloody opportunity attack.
Okay, so
Get back. Bow, bow.
then you may continue.
Sweet. I would like to do that. So that was 1. Let me see if I can do this. That's it. No. 2, 3, 4. Can I go like 5?
Sure.
Cool. 6. All right. That's it. That's my go.
Sir Vanazor.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
That's
Still
just
got
one
cover.
move, right?
Yeah. Can I move some more?
I don't know. Presumably,
yeah.
you only used your move action, right?
Yeah.
So you want to downgrade your standard action and use it as a move, moving in.
Yeah. So I'll keep getting out of it for another 6.
That's how it works.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I guess I'm out 6. There we go.
That's fine. You could, yeah, that's good. You done?
Yep.
Freedom!
I wish I hadn't rolled a 3 and a 2. Yeah. Imagine if his movement had stopped there. Wouldn't that have just been the best? Right there?
Just 2 away.
If he was slowed, that would have been so good.
Just have him do a dexterity check. Maybe he tripped.
That would have been great. That would have been super good.
You'll be okay. So you're healthy as a horse.
Yeah, I got a little bit of meat on me.
Look at the color.
There are a
green in
lot
the
of
party
them,
cheek.
though. There are a lot of
God.
them, though. Quite a few.
You're bloodied?
Ooh.
Did that say 17?
Yeah.
Woo!
Oh my god.
I should have just stayed alive.
He marks you. Mark doesn't do anything. You're not going to attack anybody else. But he also points at you and shouts to his buddies, and
Oh no.
and then he uses his minor action for tactical deployment. And these guys get 3 squares of free movement.
course
1,
they
2,
do.
3.
Even the slowed guy?
Oh, is that guy slowed?
That
Oh,
is
actually, yeah, because it's on his turn, not this guy's turn. 1, 2.
Oh, that's a filthy trick.
I mean, look, it doesn't use their movement. It's like mechanically it's identical.
I mean,
to
I get it. I understand.
Right. So that's that dude's turn.
Velis is in a
The good news is you cannot be hit by these longbows. That's what we've established.
Did you say that?
Oh,
How did you say that out loud?
I missed. Fuck. Oh my
shit.
god.
It's been nice, squad. It's been good.
Oh, shit.
That's that archer.
Aha.
And he's going to charge Levelis. Or charge Orin. That's a critical miss. And then this guy, I don't think he can do the same thing. Or he's slowed. Which guy was slowed? Wait, this guy was slowed.
Number 4.
He couldn't do that.
Get back to where you were.
You couldn't do that. Did he do any damage to you?
I
No,
No,
he
you
missed.
critical miss.
Slow
That's
is,
why.
Slow is they can only move 2, I believe. Okay, well. This guy is not
Happening
slowed.
fantasy grounds.
5,
Oh,
10.
now it's crashed. I'll be back. Well, I mean, they probably don't have to rush to be back.
6. And then this guy, on the other hand, absolutely can charge Orin. No, you're still up.
Woo! Fuck. Fuck. Which one hit me? 5?
Yeah.
Holy
5
crap.
is. I think 5 is. Oh no, it looks like he's fresh. No wait.
No, he's bloodied.
Yep, I was looking
He
at
is
Archer. I
bloodied.
was looking at Archer 5, not Dude 5.
He is bloodied. I did not anticipate Lavella's. I can't remember what kind of damage was done to this guy, because I don't know if he's like really bloody, just freshly bloodied. I wish I also had stuff like stun or something along those lines. That would be so cool.
Someone just pointed out as well that I just got hit by an arrow. Do I have to roll something to make sure I'm not dying in the Shadowfell?
I'm not going to worry about that.
Man.
One arrow is not going to send you to the Shadowfell. Otherwise, Zoga would already be there.
I feel like I don't want to use my daily on this guy just to try and like finish him off so I can get away. But I'm also pretty certain if he does manage to hit me when I run.
Don't forget, you can shift. You can shift. Actually, yeah, you can shift 5 feet as your movement, and then use a standard action to run without provoking, or to leave to move without provoking.
Yeah. Oh wait, I can shift. Oh right, because I can shift and then I can move again.
Yep. You can use your move action to shift 5 feet, and then use your standard action to just take a normal movement. And because you'll be moving away from him.
I think I'm gonna shift and then I gotta use my second to move and get across. Oh man. I don't like leaving Lavellas behind though, because we got Ko.
Gotta do what you gotta do.
Maybe we can figure something out, but I think we have to get to a place where we can at least kind of heal up and regroup or something. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 6. Actually, I'll go here and sit with the other one. I think that is gonna be it.
It's your turn, Dom.
Question is, would Zoga leave a dying elf in this tower?
I mean, I think if you go back in there, you're dead.
I've got an idea. I'm gonna charge this guy.
Nice.
So this door is there's still a doorway here, right?
Mm-hmm. There's a
Okay.
portcullis. It's an open portcullis.
OD stream so I can
Okay.
see what's happening.
All right. Yeah, I'm just gonna run up and attack this guy. Let me see if I've got any good ones. I don't think I do. I think I'm basically out of ammo here. So yeah, have at thee.
Oh no.
It's a miss, and then I will shout an inspiring word at Lavellas.
Ooh, what does that do?
Not much,
Holy crap.
but we'll see.
She's up. She's up again.
Yeah, because it's a healing surge
Very
plus a d6, so it's not.
Tense. Give me I gotta get.
She has 9 hit points, it looks like.
It's more than 0.
Yep. You're prone.
You yelled, survive!
The Blood Skull Flail of Yonrog doesn't have enough movement to do anything else, so she's going to lead from the rear here. All right, Lavellas, it's half your movement to stand up from prone.
Gotcha.
You know what to do with the other
You could
half.
feign death. You could. There's any number of things you could do, but
I mean, I
I
feel
don't know if
like
that would get you.
I've got how many hit points? 9?
Yep.
I'm gonna take so many attacks of opportunity. There's no way that one of them won't hit.
Did you already use your second wind?
No, I have my second wind.
Okay, second wind is an action.
Yeah, it sure
However,
is, and I think I'm
it
gonna.
gets you a bonus to your defenses.
Oh, great. Okay, great, because I was just about to use that. So let me go ahead and click these buttons. Hooray for me. I'm very grateful to be awake. Thank you so much, Zoga. By the way, that was an invocation of Nawala's tenacity.
You're pretty tenacious.
Okay, great.
Excellent.
I
will say this battle has been a lot less black and white than I thought it was going to be. At every moment tonight where I thought, that's it, it's over, it was not over.
I think that
Somewhat
it might
astonishingly.
be over now.
Depends on
Okay.
how well the bad guys roll.
It sure does. Well, I guess I'm gonna step here first. So that was 3 movement already gone.
Right. It takes
Is it
3
letting me
movement to
move?
stand from prone.
So is he gonna attack me?
Both these guys get attacks of opportunity on you.
Yeah.
So this dude is going to. Who's this? This is the Blood Drinker of Rin. Blood Drinker of Rin uses his normal spear. Spear and magic helmet. Okay, that's a 3. That's a miss. You were lucky. And then this guy is going to do the same thing. Blood spear. The guy is slowed.
I mean, that doesn't do anything to attacks, though, right?
Correct. That hits. Why is my... There we go. Still alive.
Okay. Let's see how long that lasts. All right.
Did that work? Yeah, that worked.
2.
Well, now their attacks of opportunity are done. And these guys have
So that's
have
fine.
their bows. And bows do not you can't attack Vop with a bow, it's melee only.
Wait, so they only... Wait, can I retcon where I moved?
Sure.
Can I say I moved here instead?
Yeah, that's fine.
Great. So I would love to move here. Look, I'm trying to get things fucked. And then here for my last space.
Okay. You done?
Yep.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
GM power.
That guy's not slowed anymore, by the way. The guy that Lavelle slowed. All right, it's you, Sir Vanazor. You see Lavellus very badly wounded, but alive, and an army of hobgoblins behind her, and she's like bracing herself against the doorway, and looks at you with desperation.
We can't go back in there.
You gonna let the elf die?
You can't go back in there. You can't go. I just remembered that I'm conscious again. You can't go back in there.
It's crazy to go back in there. I'm keeping out. I'm out. I'm just out back into
That's what good King Omen's knights.
Well, don't forget I'm carrying the
He's
body
done
of
so
Poe
many-
as
You
well.
don't have to. I mean,
Heroisms.
Orin can carry the body. You can drop the body. The body's. I mean, Ko's body is the least of your problems right now. That guy's already dead. It can't get any worse for him.
Lavellus is at the end of the bridge shouting to keep going.
Go. I'm out. I'll keep going. Whatever. However that. Oh.
All right, I'm gonna remove Sir Vanazor from the initiative.
Okay.
Actually, no, there's no reason to do that. I'm just gonna pull you off the map.
Okay. I made it out.
Yep. Sir Vanazor escapes with Zoga's body.
Co.
Oh,
It's a Ko's body. Sorry, I'm probably never gonna forget. Okay.
Balls
I'm
up.
not dead yet.
Blood Drinker of Rin holds his action. And the archer is going to try and...
Ominous.
Let's see what happens. 19. Hits Lavellus.
No, 19.
And before I roll damage, we're going to see what happens. Lavellus,
Come on.
you feel the world with when that second black arrow hits you.
Give me one more thrill before I die.
You're not the first person to say that to me. You feel this enormous sense of vertigo, and the world seems like it's spinning. And you also have this sense, this overwhelming sensation, like this is a nightmare. Literally, like none of this is real. And for a moment, when you get hit by that second arrow, you can see Equinox. And there's a ruined tower in that world, just like there is here, except there's no hobgoblins in it. It's long been burned out.
I stay there.
Well, it depends on what this guy rolls. Blood Skull Archer number 6. Ko, Orin, probably Sir Vanazor. You see Levelis hit with a third black arrow. And for a moment, her body becomes a shadow of itself. Like there was literally someone else standing there casting a Levelis-shaped shadow, but in 3 dimensions. And then she disappears.
Whoa!
Oh my god.
Hell yeah! Hell yeah!
Whoa!
She's gone into Shadowland.
This is all I've wanted since
Here we go.
that first night that I realized.
Well, yeah, we'll see.
I don't care if it ends badly. This is all I wanted.
So you are now in, like, both Dale and Levelis know what has happened. And okay. I want to point out that Levelis has never heard of Equinox.
Right.
Right. This is something that you discovered through the process of, like, Orin was the first person to, go there as far as you know. Mm-hmm. And it looks exactly like the world you were just in, except you can't see the sun. There are long shadows being cast everywhere. There's light coming from the horizon, so the shadows are stretched across the ground. But otherwise, the tower is a ruin. And you notice 2 things. There is, in the distance, through the corridor, through the doorway you're standing in, across the plank, you see a glowing red light. You can't see the source. It's ruby red. You can't see the source of the light. You can only see beams of light coming from some far distant source that are kind of bleeding through the trees, through the forest. And you are also aware that something has your scent.
Oh.
Something nearby is aware of your presence. And you're going to get your own session all by yourself at some point in the future.
Holy crap.
I don't know when that's going to be, but we're done. You and I are done for tonight. I'm going to jump back in the regular Dusk chat.
Hell yeah.
You're free to do what you want.
Huge. Thank you. I'm gonna say
it's gonna be Sir Vanazor. He's already off the map, and the rest of these guys are the archers went. So I guess it's just this guy, really, that's gonna attack. He's gonna try and attack Zoga. A 4. That's gonna miss. These guys have really good attack bonuses.
Oh, it was targeted at me, but he would have missed anyway. But just let you know.
You're right. He does have you a target. I don't know why.
He likes me.
I mean, who wouldn't?
I don't know.
So there we go. It's Orin. Zoga's still in melee.
I'm gonna fucking...
Levelis is gone.
Yeah, I'm gone. Not very happy about that one. Charge is both a movement and a standard, right?
A charge is a standard action, but it uses... You get your movement with an attack at the end.
Oh, and then after that I can move again?
No, it ends your turn.
Oh.
Charge ends your turn.
Okay. In that case, I'm just gonna try and... Oh, my stuff is like freezing too. Fantasy Grounds is like, you guys have been playing too long.
Well, I've just shared a whole other map with, so there's like more, yeah.
Okay. I know what you're saying, Zoga, but we've already lost one. Can't lose another. So I'm just gonna try and hit this guy with my slingshot, because maybe he's injured enough that it would do the trick if I hit him.
Well, I mean, even if it doesn't, it might mean that Zoga can kill him, right? Every little bit,
yeah.
Every little bit counts.
It also would give that guy an additional penalty to hitting Zoga with an opportunity attack.
Can you mark him?
Yep. Even if I miss, I can mark him.
Even with a ranged attack? That seems.
Oh shit! I didn't target him.
Well, an 8's not going to hit either way. So, that was your action. Okay, you're out of the. I'm going to take you off the.
Well, I don't want to go more than 10 away, because that's the limit of my sling. So that way I can try and. Oh, I can still mark them though. So let me do that real quick.
You mark even if you miss?
Oh yeah, something.
Interesting.
But I'm assuming, Zoga, do you have 5 or 6 movement?
5. Just the 5.
Okay.
Are you done?
Yeah, I just didn't want to get off the map. I just want to be. Let's just pretend I'm 10 away,
Okay, that's fine.
not
yeah.
9 away.
That's fine.
Okay. Yeah. That way I can still hit that guy or whatever if I need to, or try to anyway. Okie dokie, Zoga's turn.
All right, Zoga. That's a hit. You give him an STD.
What? Oh.
So 13 damage. I'm surprised that doesn't kill the dude. Where is he?
Yeah. All right. Anyway, well, that's my attack.
Yeah.
And then I run away.
Get out of there.
I let out this like shout of just anguish and frustration and fury, and I just
He's gonna attack of opportunity.
slash him, and I just start sprinting away.
He's gonna get a penalty because of the mark. But if you get any, if you get any special abilities when he attacks somebody that's marked, when a marked dude attacks somebody that's not you, if you get anything special, you get it now because he's attacking Zoga.
I don't because I'm not adjacent to him, but he does get the -2, and he also, keep in mind that Zoga gets +2 to his AC with opportunity attacks, I believe. So it'll be like
15 plus 6 is 21. But I think what's your normal AC, Zoga?
My normal AC is 18.
So yeah, +2 wouldn't do enough. So he hits you. He rolls minimum damage.
Yay.
ooh.
So you are free to go.
Beep, beep. All right, and I'm also going to use my second inspiring word just on myself. It's probably a swear word.
Max, you rolled a 6.
Nice.
Healing surge +6.
You're the healthiest of all of us now.
All right. Well, at this point, I'm going to take us out of combat.
Okie dokie.
Okay.
You've successfully escaped these motherfuckers. For now.
Now what are you going to do? You got one dead person and one missing person.
We're going to take... We got to go back
It's
to the...
1 o'clock, which means it's 3 o'clock where Justice is.
I know.
Jesus,
Justice.
It is.
So maybe this is a good place to stop.
Yeah.
And you guys can talk
I think you might be right.
Well, you can talk about what you're going to do after or whatever. It's up to you guys. All right. Well, Justice.
Yeah.
I think this might be, depending on, I think people are too low level for any kind of raised dead or resurrection. So Justice, I think this is our last session together.
I think so.
Don't say never.
Well, for now, for now. Thanks for staying up, Justice. I appreciate it.
Yeah, of course. I want to see how it ended.